What it is, YouTube, you know what it is. It's your boy, the Moose Squad. Let's kick it.
What would you do with a moose on the loose? Would you go to a party? Would you sing with him karaoke? Would you race him to a school? Would you stand with him at a wedding? Would you go to his corporate event? I ask you, what are you waiting for? Because he's already.
We have the package. So I'm going to explain this. I need to know wattage of what I'm pulling. So the last one broke, so I had to get a new one. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then I'll explain it to you. Oh wow. It's a thank you for your purchase. Made our day. We hope this package makes yours. And on the back, it gives a 15% off coupon for the next purchase in your store. So I'll be going through their store a little later and see what kind of cool stuff they got. So this is a watt meter. Basically, the instructions will tell you what you're looking for, how to plug it in. It says the energy meter is used to measure the power consumption of household appliances and calculate electrical costs. This product has a built-in rechargeable battery. It is newly purchased. It is not used for a long time. Please plug it in to charge it. When the display and key responses are abnormal, you can press the reset button to reset the system. After resetting, you need to reset the power meters. And it shows you how to do all that on this piece of paper. So usually, you know, you just throw out the instructions. But when it comes to a watt meter, you don't throw out the instructions. You take it, you put it in the box, put the box back up, put it on the shelf. So you have it later. This is what the device looks like when it comes out of the package. As you can see, it turned on. There's a protective gel over. I'm going to leave the protective gel on there. So basically what you do is you plug this in, and as you can see, it says in, it says L, and it says ground. So it does tell you on the back which one is which. Here is the function button. Here is the cost. Here's the up and the down. So basically you turn on the function button, and as you can see it says watts. We have 0 watts coming in at this time. So and there's volts, there's amps, there's watts, there's high watts, and then there's the cost of the kilowatt hour, and so on. And it automatically shuts off. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and set everything up real quick. The speakers are going to be on the ground. I'm not going to set them on the speaker stands because all I'm doing is just a real quick test. I'm plugging all the power in. I'm going to turn on the system real quickly, get it over with, pack it up. As you can see, daylight's coming. So let's go ahead and get this. Okay, so I got it plugged in. I'm gonna get the other camera and we're gonna do doubles video today. Okay, so here it is. This is plugged in. I'm waiting for a virtual DJ to pull up. And as soon as virtual DJ pulls up, it just pulled up. So this is what I'm pulling right. I'm pulling at 135.7 watts. 135.7 watts. This is how much it's pulling with the sub. So the sub makes a big difference on how much watts I pull. I wanted to show you this because a lot of people just throw it on there and say this is what you do, but this is what the sub pulls. Okay? So that's the sub pulling that weight, that wattage. If I just turn the sub off, it'll stop making that. I'll show you. All right, let's go look at it now. Look at the sub, how much it makes a difference when you're not playing the sub. You see how much the sub pulls? Okay, now that's, yeah. So I'm gonna need 500 watts. Okay, so the sub, the sub pulls 250 watts on its own. As you can see, the system pulls 250 watts itself. When I play the sub needs about 250 watts itself. So that right there is going to show you. Now, I could show you real quick how many amps it pulls. Let's find out. Let's Okay, I put the song in one more time real quick because I want to see how many volts it actually pulls. See if it changes. So let's look at it while it plays on. Big difference. Okay, so y'all see the difference, right? Okay, so there is a big difference when you actually use, oh, don't worry about it. I decided to play music that ain't gonna get hit on YouTube. But listen, you see the difference, right? So the big difference is getting a watt meter so you can know what you're pulling, because when you go to a gig, especially the gig I'm doing, they need to know. So I'm going to type that person tonight and say, you know what, I made a mistake. I actually gave you the voltage I was going to be using, but the wattage is this much. So I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you. Now, if you stick around, at the end of this video, I will go ahead and show you what wattage is, what voltage is. So be on the lookout for that part of the video, and I'll check you out in a minute. Okay, so this is that part that I was talking about, watts and volts. Okay, so let me explain something to you. I got corrected. Watts are good to know. Okay, so what you're pulling off the house, that's cool to know that. Okay, so I'm pulling between 500 watts with the system I have set up. Now, what I'm going to do, go ahead and tell you, is I totally forgot, and I was reminded by Brian Scott Reed, my boy. Thank God for him. He reminded me something, and I forgot totally what I've learned in school. So you want to increase your sound, you have to double your speakers. Okay, let me explain this to you. You don't ever buy one speaker. To increase sound, you have to double your system. So if you want to increase the sound of 2 speakers, you have to get 4 speakers. To increase the sound of 4 speakers, you have to buy 8 speakers. To increase the sound of 8 speakers, you have to buy 16 speakers, and so on and so on and so on. As you can see, it's doubled up every time. So that I totally forgot about that. So I will be getting a total of 4 extra speakers. That should do the trick. There's 1,500 people. I'm going to be on stage. They're only going to be congregated for maybe 20 minutes. Just to get the walk started. And then that's it. There's going to be no dancing or anything. They're not going to be in a big crowd. They're going to be in a big crowd long enough to hear the national anthem, and the walk starts. I'll be there. Excuse me. I'll be there from 9 o'clock to 11:30. So it's not a long gig in that timing, but in that timing, all that stuff will take place. So yeah. So basically, I totally forgot about dBs. dBs are this. And as you can see, each speaker has a dB. One speaker has a dB of 131, continuous. The other continuous, and then all the way out, it gets higher, but it's not that much. So knowing that about the doubles, and I thank God for older people in this, because it's been a while since I actually did that kind of thing, and I totally forgot. It spaced my mind. But anyways, ever since I was allowed Rudy, so a sound Rudy, and it just basically skipped my mind. I totally forgot, and he really brought to realization. So anyway, I don't want to make this video long. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and ring that bell for notifications for videos like this, kind of those. Smash that like button, and deuces out.